Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 74 of Build the Batmobile from the classic 1966 TV series Batman from our good old friends over at Fanhome. Now, if you'd like to build this yourself, head over to this website. There's a clickable link below in the description. And you too can add this to your collection, folks. Right, let's have a quick scoot through this week's magazine. There's Robin there, that darn Catwoman. Batman Comics, the eraser who tried to rub out Batman. God, you wouldn't not spot him walking towards you, would you? Who are you, mate? Are you that eraser bloke? Yeah. There's the Joker from 2001. Again, a more sinister look towards him as time has gone on these comics. More Batman year by year, going right back to some of the earlier stuff. And then here's this week's car parts. We've got the rear bulkhead, we've got the other part of the interior light system, quick release ejector pins for the seats, brackets to go together to hold the bulkhead on the back behind the seats like so. You will need your interior section. Then obviously we got the interior light binnacle going on the top. If you remember, I've lit my bulb just below. And then this is what we're going to end up with at the end, folks. Okay. So let's put this to one side. We'll get all the bits and pieces in, and then we'll get this built. Right, first up we got our bulkhead. Now, if you remember, I've carpeted the inside of this because I do think it looks rather suave. And yeah, with that bulkhead going on the back there, I don't know. I think it needs carpeting as well. I know a lot of it's going to be hidden, but I don't know. To me, it needs carpeting. So we'll do that. We'll give that a carpet, I think. So we've got my doll's house carpet just here. That's all off cut. Don't need any of that. So I reckon come along there. What do you think? And try and get that as near as damn it and there. Right, let's get a pair of scissors. And then we'll come down there like that. Like that. So we want the other piece to mirror that. Just double check. That's that side. And that's that side. Yep. So we can peel that off now. But like I say, once I get a little bit of it started, it soon comes together. So we're going for the angle of the dangle there. So we'll try to get that with a bit of an overlap all the way around, like so. And then what I want to do is use the spudger to my advantage by massaging that carpet all the way in there, along that crease. Like so. That's an important part there. And then what I can do is get my other scissors and start making some relief cuts to go in. I want cut along there. Don't matter to me that this is a bit rough, this piece, because part I'm actually interested in is that part. Sending that through that little gap there, because the part of that is just visible. The bottom of that arch. None of this is. So we can lose that. And again, what I do is I just put my spares back on there. We can then relief cut that. Like so. Now we can start cutting as close to this as possible. And we can start shaping that edge a little bit. There you go. What that does is that then trims your carpet all the way along that edge. Makes it nice and neat. Okay? do the same there. That trims that piece of carpet away from there. Like that. And then we can do the same on this tunnel now. Let's work our way around. And then when the other piece goes in, we can do any trimming that's needed at the end. And then where the sander can't reach, just go in with your knife. And that's that done there. And then we've got that top edge to clean up there, as you can see. There you go. And then any excess that I know will get in the way, I can just remove like that. Just quickly check. We've got the interior light housing that's going to go on there. And then that gives me a nice edge there where that joins the bulkhead. And then we can now clean this last piece off here. Right. So that's that carpeted, and I think that looks a bit better when you put that on the interior. It's going to sit like so. And yeah, it just gives you a little bit more of a crisper look to it, okay? Now I shall go around and I shall lose that white edge with a marker. That will get rid of that, so you won't see that. So we'll get the other side done and then we'll come back and we'll fit that. Right, so that's that now. Looking rather sexy, okay? And get that dust off, get rid of all the specks now that are accumulating on there, because it does attract a little bit of dust, this stuff. But, like I say, a quick brush over and it'll be fine. There you go. Right. So we're going to be fitting the brackets. So let's grab those. Like so. And they're going to be going on that way round, like that. And they'll be going on with CP screws, folks. So let's grab a wodge of those. I'll drop a bit of oil on them. Let's get rid of my spudge. And we'll start fixing these brackets in place. And this will then join the rear bulkhead to the floor panel. Okay. So that's that done. We'll just grab our drills. Purely and simply because I've got pop those holes out for the pins to go in, the ejector pins for the seat. Let's do them now. Like so. I tend to use a drill bit to do this, because it just trims the carpet nicely. And then I can go in then with my conical sander to clean up those holes. So let's just pop that in there so we can see where they're coming out. We're coming out right down in there, see it? There you go. So I just want to mark them because I'll super glue the ejector pins in so they won't come out then. There you go. So that's where they're going. Pop these little ejector pins in now. They're going in somewhat like that. Okay. So I'm going to super glue them bad boys. You don't have to do this on yours, but because I've carpeted, I just have a feeling that they might want to ping out on me. So I'm going to go for the safer option and super glue them in. Because I do believe they come in somewhere over there like that. Okay, that's what I'm thinking they do. So that's what they're going to do. Like that. There you go. We'll do the same with the other one. And then we know they're done then, don't we? Right, that's those in. We've then got this light unit to go in with some AP screws. So let's grab those. Let's change screwdriver bit because I think they are smaller. Let's get a pair of those. Going up in there. And that's going down in there. Like that. You're then going in like so. Spin that around, just make sure that we're fully homed in there. Just like that. And then we press that in like so. Happy days. So that's what we want. I just want to spin that around. Like that. So that's that done. So we want 3 of those. Let's grab one. Bit of oil. Bink. And then we can drop this in situ. We want them to come through. It says not to knock them out, so we don't want to do that, do we, Carl? And then we want to spin that over now. So we can start locating these brackets in place. I'm going to start with an end, I think. Not going to fully home them yet. Purely and simply because I might need to do a bit of jiggery-pokery. Fingers crossed I don't have to, but you never know. Let's pop that in the middle. And then we'll do a little check then. So the middle can go fully home. I'll spin that over and have a quick look-see. Yeah, I'm happy. Now we can fully home them. I'm just pinching the edges together as I home the screw, because don't forget I've got the additional thickness of carpeting on mine. And then we've got an AP screw to go right in the middle. To pull that onto the back of where that interior light unit is. Let's grab that. And then we can pinch that together. Ready. Oh yeah. And that's pulled that right in. And you've got to admit, I'm glad I carpeted the back of that because you can just see that edge. Yeah. Oh. Now we can come down and fit that unit to the top of there and close that off. Just like so. Yeah, look at you. It's a bit difficult to see in there, I must admit, but it'll go. I'm not fully homing it because I've got to twist it slightly to line this one up. then I can home them. Just try and do that. I'm trying to reflect the light down so I can see down the hole there. There you go. Now that I'm happy with that, I can line it up. And fully home them screws now. Go. Look at that. And I think that's made a huge difference today. Yeah, so that's that issue done. Finitoed. And I think you'll agree, folks, that that is really now coming together nicely. I'll just back that away. There's the seat ejector pins in situ. Looking rather beautiful. And yeah, that's made a huge difference, carpeting that rear bulkhead. So give it a go, folks. It's just a bit of doll's house carpet, but it makes such a difference. It really does. So if you've enjoyed that, head over to the Fanhome website. There's a clickable link in the description below. You too can be building one of these Partworks with me. Obviously, to help me out, if you can just click the little fester and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate every single one of you that takes time and effort to help me out. It really does make my day, helps me grow the channel, helps keep it alive and the content coming. Thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. Stay safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next one. Bye-bye for now.